Alright, what's up everybody? It's me, I'm back. We've got the Falcon again. As you saw in the last video, we put all the little, like the splitter kit back on. We've done the eyelids, we've done the grille, and like just the bolt-on accessories on the outside of the car. Now, today, the most important one, the sort of YouTube video that everyone loves, I'm sure. Wheels and coilovers. So, we've got coilovers sitting in my shed at the minute. We've got wheels that I've fitted up just today. Yeah, let's fit them on the car and let's get this going. Alrighty, so to start off with, we've got the wheel and tyre combo. So these are the same wheels that I've had on the car the whole time. They're a Mars Performance MPMS, I believe is the model of them. Yes, they are a replica wheel, don't at me. I think they're like an old school OZ racing wheel. They're like next to impossible to get. But yeah, they're 18 by 9.5. Plus 30, which is a little bit of a weak offset, but for that it sort of sits perfectly. And as for the tyres, we have just a couple of cheap Rapids. They're the Rapid Eco 819s. They're a 245 40 18, I believe, which is the same tyre size as what's meant to be on that. I've just got them stretched over a 9.5. As you can see, there's a little bit of stretch to them. These should do the job. They're about 5. I think the sidewall is 5% smaller than than what I had on the car before. I had a 245 45 18. They scrubbed a lot. I'm hoping by going back down to this size, it'll reduce some of the scrubbing, especially in the front where the guard meets. Just in here, it was actually biting the tire quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully going back down in the rolling diameter should help me from catching on the guards, and hopefully should stop me from scrubbing the frame and whatnot as well. But yeah, let's go in. Let's have a look at the coilovers, shall we? Alrighty, now as for the coilovers, as we can see, we've got a set of the BC BR or BC Golds, meant for the Ford Falcon. They're not the extreme drop kit like everyone else gets. They're just the standard off-the-shelf kit. Now these obviously were in the car beforehand. As we can see, the beautiful nugget out there in the overexposed sun. But yeah, these were in the car beforehand. I actually bought the car with these coilovers in it, so they're a couple of years old. They still do the trick. There's no leaks, no nothing. As we can see, being a Ford Falcon, these coilovers are actually quite weird. Normally, your shock will bolt straight to your knuckle. Your knuckle will sit sort of here. But these actually bolt down to your lower control arm. So I'll show you how they're installed and whatnot. But to get even weirder, I guess, depending on what your mechanical background's like, as you can see, the rears aren't actually coilover strut. The rears are independent strut and coil. So the strut or the shock just sort of bolts to the body. You're not going to be able to see it there, but it bolts to the body just above the rear wheel there, and it actually bolts into the lower control arm or into the knuckle from memory. And the spring itself actually sits completely independently. Now the spring, the ride height gets adjusted off of this top hat here. We're going to be utilising all of that today because I don't want to get defected again because my car's too low. That's what happened last time. All I had in originally was just the spring, and that's what I got pulled over with. So today we're going to be showing how to install all of that. And yeah, looks like we've got a guest. Let's go see him. Alrighty, so we got Zach here. Don't you run away. Don't you run away.
I'm here to molest your car.
Good, do it. But yeah, as we can see, we've already got the car up in the air. Yeah. Got the wheels off it, because I don't have jack stands. We put the wheels under the car for safety, as you can see there.
It falls on me. You're gonna have a good day.
It's gonna be eventful. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the factory spring there, the factory shock absorber there, bolts into the body, and down into the knuckle under there. You can just sort of barely see it. So yeah, we're going to get those changed over. I'm not going to bother showing the process because it's just going to be quicker and easier for me to bolt it in and out, and I have other people here and I'm awkward about filming around people. So yeah, let's get it going. Alrighty, so Zach, good friend, him and I we've put the rear back together. We got the wheel on. There's not really much to show because we've already got the front back up in the air, but as you can see, she's tucking again. Hopefully not so much once we get the car back on all fours, but we're running into some issues now. We got the fronts coming apart, so the front wheel, obviously, it's off. the strut's all undone. It's just a matter of getting it out now that we've got to unbolt the sway bar and things are just getting a bit clippy. So yeah, that's the progress for now. Next clip, I guess we'll just show you when it's all done on the floor. Hopefully, it shouldn't take us too long. We'll see how it goes. But learn from my lesson, if you're doing front coilovers, make sure that you do it so you got both fronts up in the air, or at least you got a hoist or something like that. Make sure you do it that sort of way, because yeah.
Sway bars aren't fun.
Not fun. Anyway, catch you next clip. Alrighty guys, so we've finished installing the coilovers and all the wheels. As we can see, this is what it looks like on the ground. It's she's quite low again, which makes me a very, very happy boy. But yeah, I've still got a bit of tweaking to do. I've got to level the ride height out a little bit because I think it's a little bit nose down. I haven't actually properly measured it. That wheel is a little bit closer to the guard than that wheel is, so I should probably lift it just a little bit, be a little bit sensible with it, especially considering that I just had the defect. But it is what it is. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not going to be driving the car for, I don't know, it'll be another week at least. Like, other than to and from work, I'm not like planning on going on any big trips or anything like that. So yeah, hopefully we should be all good. Other than that, yeah, we're basically done with the video. So if you enjoyed it, I know it wasn't, you know, the most eventful thing in the world, but if you did enjoy it, hit the like, leave a comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.